So guys, this this is going to be an interesting type of video. So guys, as y'all know, Mikey Williams just announced to the entire world that he's going to be leaving his old high school known as San Ysidro, and he will be taking his talents to the state of North Carolina, and he will be attending a school called Lake Norman Christian. See, once Mikey made this decision, guys, I was just like you guys. I wanted to know more about this new school, and I wanted to know what kind of teammates that he's going to be playing with next season. See, in my most recent video, I gave you guys a quick rundown of some of the players that Mikey will be teaming up with next season, and those 4 guys were Clay Robinson, Xavier Meismer, Dimitri McCall, and Jonathan Curtis. Now, don't get me wrong, those 4 players will be playing with Mikey next season, but believe it or not, there's actually more players that nobody is really talking about that are actually Division I level hoopers that Mikey will be teaming up with next season, and I'm going to be introducing them to you guys in this video. But guys, quick shout out to the channel Absolute Basketball Experience with Jamie Shaw. He gave me some inside information about this whole Mikey situation, and he actually makes great basketball content as well about high school basketball, so make sure you guys go to his channel, and I'm going to be putting his link in the description. But yeah, believe it or not, this Lake Norman team is actually pretty loaded, and they're actually pretty scary. They have a bunch of nice pieces that are going to be pairing up with Mikey pretty nicely. This team is not trash like many people are proclaiming them to be. They have a lot of Division I level talent, and don't be surprised if they go undefeated next season. Now see, I also heard that Lake Norman will be a part of the NCISAA, which is known to have a lot of great talent and competition, and they also have a lot of players that went on to play in the NBA like Steph Curry, Dennis Smith Jr., and John Wall. And see, I also heard that they will be playing in a bunch of national type level games as well. So for everybody that is saying that Mikey needs to play some tougher competition, hopefully this is the season. But yeah, since many people haven't really heard about Mikey's new team and his teammates, I thought I'd make a quick video giving you guys a quick breakdown of their game and their play style to give y'all a better depiction of what Mikey Williams will be dealing with next season. So with all that being said, make sure you stick around and watch the full video to get a better understanding of their games. Leave a like on the video, it definitely helps me out a ton. And if you're new to the channel, we're still on the road to 10,000 subscribers. I'm trying to hit 10,000 by the end of the month. So if you're new to the channel, if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and join the Juice Made family. With all that being said, guys, I'm talking too much. Let's get straight into this video. So boom, guys, let's go and get straight into this video and talk about Mikey's new teammates at Lake Norman Christian. So the first player that we are actually going to be talking about today is probably hands down the best player apart from Mikey Williams that is on this team, and he goes by the name of Jonathan Curtis. See, Jonathan Curtis is supposedly listed as a 7-footer, and he's honestly pretty skilled and mobile for a player that tall. Last season, according to Max Preps, he averaged about 16 points and 12 rebounds a game, and he is the guy that will be doing most of the dirty work for this team. Jonathan is actually great at blocking shots and protecting the paint, and he's going to be making it tough for opposing teams to be finishing around the rim. See, what I love the most about Jonathan is the fact that he understands his position very, very well. He doesn't try to be something that he's not, and he plays his role very well in what I've seen so far. He always has his hands up when he's in the paint, and he always looks to score the ball, and he's going to be the perfect big man to pair up with Mikey Williams. Honestly, this may be the first time that Mikey Williams has actually played with a legit big man, if I'm not mistaken, and it's going to allow Mikey to develop in the pick and roll and become a better floor general. But yeah, although Jonathan Curtis is still developing as a player, the fact that he is this good and is still considered to be a raw prospect, guys, it's pretty scary. He already has a ton of offers from many schools, and I anticipate that this season he's going to be getting a lot more Division I programs to be looking at his game as well. But not just because he's playing with Mikey Williams. I honestly think that he's actually legit skilled enough to make a name for himself as well, just being so tall and skilled as he is. Like I said, Jonathan Curtis is still a raw prospect, and he has a lot of room to grow. So moving on to the next player on this team, we have JP Haggerty. JP Haggerty is another transfer that Lake Norman just got this past summer, and he is in the class of 2022. JP is a 6'5" shooting guard who averaged about 19 points and 8 rebounds a game, and he honestly is very skilled as well. I actually got a chance to check out some of his videos that I found on Twitter as well as YouTube, and he's honestly a very solid overall player. He definitely is a Division I level talent, and the way that he played as a junior was quite impressive. JP can score the ball, and he's pretty much a very skilled traditional wing. But see, JP is not that typical white guy shooter that is usually on the team. JP can actually create his own shot, and he's a knockdown shooter as well. Mikey Williams is going to love playing with JP, and I'm sure that he's going to be getting a lot of love from the fans all over the country, especially with his type of game. So next we have the Allen Spatch brothers, known as AJ Allen Spatch and Riley Allen Spatch. Both of these guys can ball, and they are definitely some hard workers as well. Now, they don't have the most flashiest type of game, but they do the little things just right, which I love. Now, to get more specific, AJ is what I would say is the best out of the two. AJ is a 6'7" shooting guard / small forward that is known to be a great defender. He is the guy that is typically guarding the best player on the opposing team, since he has the size and the length as well. And he's a very sneaky, athletic type of player. He can score the ball pretty well on the offensive side of the ball, and he kind of reminds me of Gordon Hayward. AJ is already committed to play basketball at Army, and I don't know if y'all know, but to play at that program, you have to have guts and determination. And shoot, I haven't really seen much of AJ, but he must have those qualities in his package. Riley Allen Spatch is the younger one out of the two. He is in the class of 2023, and he is listed as a 6'9" power forward. He has a different type of game than his brother, and he is still developing as an overall player as well. But see, believe it or not, Riley actually scored 44 points in a single game as well, and he is a pretty hard player to stop on the offensive side of the ball because of his size. Now, I honestly don't think that he's going to be playing too much this season because he has to come off the bench behind Jonathan Curtis, but since he is so young, he does have some time to grow. Next, we have Shane Ferlin, who is a 6'7" small forward and a power forward who is in the class of 2022. Last season, he averaged about 9 points and 7 rebounds a game, and he is a guy that can pretty much stretch the floor because of his shooting. He's going to be a big piece for this team because of his size and his height. But see, I just feel like he needs to get a bit more stronger and athletic, and it's going to make the team a much better overall team as a whole. Shane can practically do everything well on the floor, and he's a scrappy player that you just want on your team. Lake Norman also has Josh Bullock, who is a 6-foot point guard that is regarded as a great player in the state of North Carolina, but I'm sure that he's going to be coming off the bench behind Mikey this season. He's a guy that can score the ball when needed, and behind Mikey, and since he's so young, I think he's going to develop pretty nicely in the next coming years. Clay Robinson is another guy that I talked about in my previous video, and I'm sure that he's going to be coming off the bench as well. He's a guy that can practically break down his defenders pretty easily and get to the basket. Now, I wouldn't categorize him as a traditional point guard, but he does do a great job driving and kicking it to the open man when needed. Xavier Mesmer is another guy that I actually talked about in my previous video. Xavier is an excellent shooter, and he can practically pull it from anywhere on the floor, and he understands his role and position, and he just knows what to do, and he can score the ball when needed. This guy is going to be playing college basketball, guys. Like, I just know it. Like, just based off of his shooting mechanics, I already know that Division I colleges are going to be calling this guy in the next coming years. So boom, guys, that was just a quick look at Mikey's new teammates. This team is not trash like how everybody is proclaiming them to be. At first, I'm not gonna lie, when I first heard about the news and all the players that were circulating that Mikey was going to be playing with, I didn't expect them to be too good, but after taking my time and just seeing each of their games respectively, Mikey looks like he's going to be joining a legit squad. And see, apparently they have another big name that should be transferring to the school this season as well, but this season is going to be great for Mikey, and I'm excited to see just how this new era of his career will pan out. But what do you guys think? Does this team look legit to you guys? Do they look trash? What is your opinions on these players in Mikey's new school? Just comment down below, guys. I reply to 100% of the comments. Let's get a great basketball conversation going, guys. If I sound a little off, I'm sorry, my throat is just kind of killing me. I don't know if I got strep or something, but yeah, show some love in the comment section. Pray for me. But yeah, with all that being said, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure you leave a like, guys.